In this week's Parsha, when Yosef brings his children, Ephraim and Menashe, to Yaakov for a bracha, Yaakov initiates the bracha with the words that are familiar to all of us from Kriya Shema al Hamita. Hamalach hagoa losi mikol ra, yivareches ha'na'arim, v'yikarei bahem shemi, v'shem avosai Avraham v'Yitzchak, v'yidgu l'rov b'kerev ha'aretz. All the components of this bracha are very interesting and have much commentary and much to teach us. However, I'm going to focus on that last expression, v'yidgu l'rov b'kerev ha'aretz. What exactly is Yaakov referring to? What is the significance of this bracha? Rashi on that pasuk tells us, and on that phrase tells us, that it's lashon dagim, that the bracha alludes to the capacity of fish to multiply. The yidgu l'rov, period veribia of the fish, is one of the elements of the bracha. But then Rashi introduces an unexpected other idea. And he says the other quality of fish that are being referred to by this bracha is the fact that fish lo shelto be ayin hara, that fish are somehow protected from the ayin hara. This is a very mysterious understanding of the bracha and really begs for further understanding, and especially of what is the source for Rashi's comments. It is also further enigmatic in the sense that the pasuk says v'yidgu berov b'kerev ha'aretz. We normally think of fish as living in the sea. Why are they being related to having this bracha ba'aretz, on land? Some insight into the bracha can be garnered from the Gemara in Brachos on Daf Chaf. There the Gemara discusses Rabbi Yochanan, where Rabbi Yochanan had a habit of displaying his good looks, to which the other Chachamim asked, are you not afraid of the ayin hara? And Rabbi Yochanan stated that I don't have to be because I'm from Zera Yosef, and on Zera Yosef, lo shilta be'ayin hara. While this is clearly the source for Rashi's comments, the Gemara's further comments bring some other questions. The Gemara explains, how did Rabbi Yochanan know that Yosef Zera would be protected from the ayin hara? So they quote the pasuk v'yidgu l'rov b'kerev ha'aretz and explain that just as fish are protected from the ayin hara by being out of one's view under the sea, so too should Zera Yosef have that quality. Obviously, it refers to a very understandable idea that one should not flaunt his advantages, his greatness, his wealth, and if one avoids flaunting them, they can avoid the evil eye. However, in a sense, it intensifies our earlier question. If the whole point of Yaakov was to have them be modest and live modest lives, not flaunting their greatness, then shouldn't it have said, v'yidgu l'rov amok amok bayam, the deeper and deeper that you're concealed, isn't it better? Why would the allusion be to coming to the surface or to the aretz? Greater insight into this could be understood when we try to understand the whole concept of ayin hara. Ayin hara has many mystical powers associated with it and a whole history of mysticism. However, there is clearly very non-mystical relevance as well. This worldly relevance can be seen in the many halachos that relate to ayin hara, such as two brothers or a father and a son not getting an aliyah because of ayin hara, and many other halachic applications. So what could be this worldly understanding? Rav Kook and Rav Dessler offer a fascinating understanding of ayin hara. They describe the ayin hara as relating to the sensitive and very delicate interactions of various neshamos. How people are very much going to be potentially victimized by other people's jealousies and ill feelings, and how one has to strive to look to always have other people do better and do well, and not think ill of them, and certainly not be jealous of them. But Rav Kook takes this point a little further and says, well, that's important to understand and develop in one's personality. There's another element here as well. People have varying sensitivities. Some people are more sensitive than others. It is incumbent upon people to build themselves in a way that they are not living for the approval of others. And in that sense, one is able to protect oneself from the ayin hara, from those evil thoughts of other people. If a person lives his life thinking that he has strong convictions that are emes, that are worthwhile, he does not need to have the approval of other people, and he can live a strong and confident life. Ultimately, this is most important when a person is like a fish out of water in another location than his comfort zone. Therefore, the bracha that Yaakov was giving to Yosef and his sons was twofold. On the one hand, that they should be concealed and modest people, therefore not stimulate ayin hara, but the more subtle and perhaps more significant bracha was that they should also position themselves to be confident in their Masorah and not need the approval of others, and therefore not be vulnerable to the negative effects of other ayin hara.